Talking baseball. We just witnessed one of the greatest World Series games ever. We're in the building. Freddie, let's talk ball.
Can't hear the music. Oh. Will climb.
Shohei. Force.
Yeah,
Force. Hello, and welcome to Talking Baseball, presented by SeatGeek. Use code JMPlayoffs for 10% off your playoff tickets, and all of our special playoff editions, especially today, are brought to you by T-Mobile. Whether you're streaming the game out and about, checking stats on the road, whether you're at the ballpark, magenta status, go check out T-Mobile. Head on over to T-Mobile.com/network. I am Jake Storielli. That is Trevor Plouffe. We are live.
We are live.
We are live.
We're
from
actually
the field.
live, right?
Rob's double checking.
Okay, we're good to go.
Trev, we feel like we just got beat up. I can only imagine how you guys were watching at home. Thank you guys for tuning into this, because we are live. We are here. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing great. I don't feel like I got beat up at all. I'm ready for another 9. I can go right now for you,
Yeah.
Coach. Me and Yamamoto are different breeds.
Volunteered.
But a crazy game to go to. This is now my second ever World Series game attended. Last year I saw a Yankee-Dodger game here.
Okay.
And this one, I guess counted as 2, it feels like.
Yeah.
Long game, great way to end it. The stands, we'll get into it. I don't know if we're gonna go over the whole game, because how can we?
Yeah, you
can't be here all night. It's already 12:20
Yeah.
Pacific time. I don't even know where we start.
Yeah, I think we're going to start off with general vibes, because it was insane. That was my first ever 14th inning stretch.
Oh yeah.
The crowd itself was all over the place. I mean, you had, there was a smattering of Toronto fans.
We were around Toronto.
We were
fans.
around a smattering of Toronto
Yeah.
fans that they got to blend in because they were all so blue
Yeah.
that they would rise up at times and they would start doing "Let's Go Blue Jays," and then the Dodger fans would get loud, and then it got late and people's backs were hurting and people were getting grouchy. People were giving each other nasty looks. Every time Shohei would get walked and the place would just erupt, it was one of the most unique environments I've ever been in.
And you've had the take about getting rid of the intentional walk. I think we both have said it's one of the dumbest things that we do as a sport is take out the best player in the most pivotal moment of a game. You just take him out. It's crazy. We saw that a bunch today. I guess speaking of that, Shohei on base 9 times tonight,
That's good.
which is insane.
That's good. That's I'm picturing the old, I think Ken Singleton used to say it. He'd be like, if you get on once, that's an okay day. You get on twice, that's a good day. You get on times 3 times, that's a great day. 4 times, where's 9? Because that's, and dude, I don't know if I can do intentional walks tonight because again, it's something that's just reverse about our sport than every other sport. It's get the ball to LeBron. It's give the ball to Tom Brady. Retired.
I guess you can double team people in basketball.
Sure, but they still create the action, and you could still end up back. Anyways, we're not doing that right now. I don't know. It was an amazing environment, and then the pop when Freddie hit that ball was pretty nuts.
Are you gonna burn something?
No, I'm
no
not.
burn.
No,
Okay.
man, no way. We are burnt. We've been burnt. Trev's
I'm gonna go
great.
home and do
He's
another
ready.
show.
Rob
after
feels
this.
good.
I got bird music.
I appreciate that. I didn't write something up because we've been at the game, and now we just invaded a suite.
Yeah, this is we didn't sit here.
Yeah, we don't have press credentials. we're just here. We wanted to go live from the stadium for you guys, so we're doing it. I think we're gonna chew through the game a little bit and remind ourselves, because we just watched 2 baseball games.
Yes.
That who started this game again?
Tyler Glasnow and Max Scherzer.
Okay, you're 100%.
I'm nailing it right now, yeah.
And Scherzer kept up with him. I don't know. Let's literally chew through it, because what do you got?
Nothing happened, Coach. We saw some good pitching.
Analytics.
I guess I honestly don't remember the first 6 innings. Besides, we had 2 solo homers. Teoscar hit one to the moon. Bat flipped it.
Yeah.
That seems like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Shohei hits one. We're like, oh my gosh, here comes the Dodgers again. They're going to run away with this thing. And then you had the call. You said, you know what?
Okay.
It was when Freddie got thrown out at third base by Addison Barger, which, by the way, we had a great view of that. That was an absolute laser. I think Dalt texted us it was 98.5 miles per hour out of the hand, which was awesome to see live. You said after that, you're like, all this happens. It feels like the momentum is on the Dodgers side, but it's only 2-0. All it takes for the Blue Jays is a walk, Ernie Clement base hit, and then a 3-run homer, and the Blue Jays are ahead. And I think I said to you, yeah, great math. Yeah, if they hit a 3-run homer, they will be ahead.
You kind of mocked me.
I did.
We're having a nice time watching the World Series game. And by the way, I wasn't doing prediction guy. Like sometimes you go with a game and you're like, is homer, strike it. Like I just look, because the rule of sports, I watch too much sports, it's a problem. I'm taking some time off in the offseason. That's going to be a nice time for me. But all I've done is watch sports, and now we talk about it, that the energy in the stadium was 4-0 Dodgers. Because Teoscar hits the home run to give them the lead, and then Shohei hits the homer, which every MFer in this building wanted to see tonight. Whether you're a Blue Jays fan, a Dodgers fan, or anyone else, when you came to the building tonight, you're like, I want to see Shohei homer. And he did. But it was only 2-0. And so Toronto puts together a little Toronto inning, and then Kirky runs into one, and it's 3-2. And by the way, that Kirk home run, the Dodgers hit 2 of those in extras that didn't get out because, dude, I know it's like a known thing, but how much the hitting atmosphere changed here. Teoscar and Will Smith both hit 4th-inning homers that were not even to the wall in extras.
So Kirk's homer was 102.7 off the bat, 29 degrees, and then Freddie and who was the other one?
Homers?
Will Smith. It was Will Smith and Teoscar.
Teoscar, yeah.
We're both over 100. I think it's 101 and 100 with like 29, 30. So it was 1 mile an hour less, but essentially, yes, the same swing.
Yeah.
It didn't get out.
So
that was the top of the 4th. Tie game.
And by the way, I think one of the biggest plays that happened that we probably thought was going to lead off the show before we knew we were going to play 2 games, the Bo Bichette pickoff.
Oh my God.
That nobody in the stands really knew what was going on.
We had no idea.
Because, okay, so from our perspective, you saw the pitch come in, and you saw, I believe it was Varsho at the plate, kind of do the, okay, I think I just walked, take my shoulder off. But then you see him go back to the plate, everyone starts getting loud, and Bo Bichette just gets tagged. And you're like, what just happened? We had to go watch the replay, and if you have no idea, or you're also senile like we are right now, the ump the ump was a huge story tonight.
Slow draw on the strike call, that's for sure. It was like a
strike.
Yeah, that's what happened. And then, but to see Bo just like standing in the middle of the base pass and Tyler Glasnow be like, oh shit, I gotta throw the ball to first base. That was a sight. And yeah, like that cost them a run. Could have been different. The game was tied, by the way, until the 17th or 18th inning. How long did this game go? 18?
18. It tied the record that the Dodgers had from playing the Red Sox in the World Series.
That could have been a lot different. I forgot about that play completely.
Yeah.
I'm sure Toronto fans did not. Sorry, that's honestly insane. That sucks for Blue Jays fans. And if you're a Dodgers fan saying, oh, that happens, no, it doesn't happen. It doesn't.
When does that happen?
It doesn't. So that, if you're a Blue Jays fan, I could see you probably forgot about it too by now, or maybe you didn't. You should be pissed at that.
And I will say, I was having some conflicted feelings because the ump was just too slow with the call.
All
Wagner,
game.
Yeah. But there was some times where it was a little bit of drama. There was some times, like literally the whole stands would look around and be like, I think that's a strike. I think that's a strike. And then he'd kind of go up and you'd be like, oh. And then he'd call it and you'd be like, okay. Or if he didn't, there was a massive groan. So I don't know. I'm kind of mentally torn up about it because there was some drama involved. But it also got a base runner out in a World Series game in a fashion you never see. You never see that.
Where do we, I want to get to the fact that the Blue Jays took all of their players out, but I don't know how to segue into
Both
that.
teams kind of did. So let's, How about this? DraftKings. We have some reads, people. We're obviously figuring this whole thing out on the fly. DraftKings, they've been with us for a long time. You were probably getting in on the action tonight, whether it's the live betting, the same game parlays. You had a lot of stuff to bet on tonight because you got 2 baseball games. And right now, new customers, if you bet $5, you get 3 months of League Pass and $300 if your bet wins, paid in bonus bets. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code JMBaseball. That's code JMBaseball to get $300 in bonus bets instantly if your first $5 bet hits. Plus 3 months of NBA League Pass in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Let's see. Okay, so the boys homered.
Andres Jimenez goes with a sac fly, same inning, puts them up 4-2. So now the Blue Jays have a 2-run lead. The bottom of the 5th comes around. Shohei doubles. And Kike scores to make it 4-3. Then Freddie singles on a ground ball to right. Shohei scores 4-4. I feel like we could just like zoom through that because that was a long time ago and a lot happened afterwards.
Yeah, I mean it was a massive. Yeah, but a lot of it's dead. This was Shohei becoming the unstoppable force in this game, and then Shohei and Freddie, dude. Freddie sneaks one down the line past Vladito to tie it up. And now we're into the bullpens. Scherzer and Glasnow essentially give very similar efforts, which, again, Max Scherzer coming into this postseason, we didn't think he was going to be anything. And Tyler Glasnow coming out that early kind of opened up the window to what everyone thought or knew was the Dodgers' weakness. And then as we go to find out the rest of this game.
It still is a weakness, but the Blue Jays lineup was decimated by pinch runners. Like Schneider did that to himself, and some I understand, and I don't know how to segue into this, but okay, George Springer comes out because he's hurt.
Yeah, so that's the first one.
What's the report on that? I don't think we've seen.
So they said oblique. That's what we thought when it's happening, and yeah,
that's very tough.
Because if that's anything, you have to assume he's out.
Yeah.
Because that's not like a play through it injury. So that happens in the 7th inning. And I guess that's where you can question things because Ty France comes in for him. Hello, Ty France.
Yes, not a great, Springer, the year he's had, the type of player he is, obviously above Ty France, but I think Ty France was an okay fill-in. That to me was fine, but then you get... Bichette has to come out because he can't really run.
Right.
So IKF comes in for him.
Well, that's where I think 2 things happen here. Ty France goes into the DH spot, and they're going to replace him later, but he gets a hit. So, no, you're right. I think Ty France in the moment is the right move there. Bichette gets the hit, and I think if they got to replay it, maybe they don't put in IKF to run. Bichette hits what's the go-ahead run at that point. It's 5-4 in the 7th inning. And right after Springer comes out, so, okay, you just lost a body on the bench. They put IKF in, but that has been their winning formula, and Bichette is banged up. So, nobody was critical in the moment.
Nobody was, no.
So, you can't really do that.
By the way, that was the play I asked on my Twitter feed, should Freddie have cut that ball? Teoscar... Did it hit the sound guy or not? Nobody knows. We can't tell.
I don't know.
I think it did. Teoscar comes in, had a good chance to throw out Vladdy, and just threw it offline. So my question was, could Freddie have moved his feet, relayed the ball home, and still got Vladdy? And I feel like he could have. Everyone online told me no, he wouldn't have time. But what I was looking at, it seemed like he did. Vladdy could have been out easily if the throw was online. So I'm curious about that. But yes, they take a 5-4 lead there. And then, I think Schneider's going to be questioning this one a lot, especially because he started walking Shohei every other time he came to bat. You pitch to Shohei, and nobody's on base. It's 1 out, but the pitch...
It's so middle.
There's the pitch to Shohei. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's middle. First pitch goes to tie the game, which, by the way, was just a beautiful swing. And he's a different type of player.
Yeah, it was nuts. They came out and they did a mound visit. Andy Pages flies out, and I don't know, they kind of did. There's 2 ways you could go, right? It's the player empowerment, or it's we're not dealing with this guy, and this was their final test of hey, you're Sir Anthony Dominguez. You pitch in some big spots. Like, go get this guy. And you know what? Don't throw him a first pitch fastball right down the middle. And he did. And Shohei deposited it, which that in and of itself is crazy. And then, dude, as we're going through these innings, it's crazy to look at that inning. It's like Shohei, game-tying homer, Freddie Freeman, 4-pitch walk. Mookie got out. Like, and that's how we saw this game get navigated, where Toronto was just looking for anything, and what their lineup turned into was tough for a World Series extra inning bonus game lineup.
Well, let's talk about then Alejandro Kirk. You're taking, I mean, that's...
Well, no, we got one before then.
Okay,
So
yeah.
Addison Barger, he reaches base in the 8th inning, and they put in Miles Straw as a pinch runner. He's faster, and it's now a tied game, so they're trying to get that.
And he's coming for defense as well.
Right, and he's a great defensive player, but Barger, that throw he made earlier, and like who he is in the lineup.
It's aggressive managing.
I think we did question that one in the moment. We're like, you're taking Barger out? Like, it's a tied game.
Tied game.
It's a tied game at that point. So I think that one you can be critical of going forward. Because, yeah, Clement flies out. And then this is Jimenez single.
We're trying to remember this whole game.
It's
so
crazy,
so
dude.
Difficult.
I mean, Jack Dreyer was pitching in this, which he hadn't pitched in over 3 weeks. That like,
Everybody
and he was in a big. Everyone in it. Roki comes. Sex.
Yeah.
Sex. There's nothing else.
Bayado Roki.
Roki Bayado.
You were dancing very aggressively.
It was everything this stadium needed. It was kind of bringing together the two cultures, and all the white people still kind of dancing like this, but like,
AKA you were dancing
kind of
like
where
that.
I bring the people together.
Yeah.
Dude, when's the Tommy Edman play?
Vlad had a great play too.
I know there was 2 amazing plays at third base where Vlad cuts a ball off on an infield throw, gets the runner at
Teoscar
third.
made a great read on that, I thought, because Jimenez throws the ball to Vladdy, and Teoscar sees that, tries to go to third, and Vladdy just comes up off the base, short hops it, and kind of like throws it and does the splits, if I remember correctly. Kind of slips on his front foot, but just an absolute seed.
Yeah.
And Clement is there, doesn't even have to apply a tag, goes for it. That was awesome to see. On the Tommy Edman one,
The Tommy Edman one is the 9th inning.
who yelled 3 first? In the whole stadium.
You.
This guy.
Yeah, you did.
It's like, 3, Tommy, 3. And he freaking gets up, throws a seed there. I mean, he had 2 great throws. Because that one, they threw, who they throw out of the plate?
The relay throw at home.
Who they throw out?
We'll get there.
When are we
Spoiler,
going to get
teaser.
there?
I don't know, man. There was so much in this. And yeah, that's I guess what was running through my head there, Tommy Edman, who, Tommy Tanks by some, what was he, the CS MVP last year. And again, it was kind of like, wait, how did the Cardinals get him? And then the Dodgers extended him, and in a way, he's another bonus piece for the Dodgers. And okay, Dodgers fans, I hope you don't take that the wrong way, but like, so one of the things that has come up with the Dodgers pitching staff a lot is like, well, hey, dude, like they can sign Glasnow and Snell, because if they miss some time in the regular season, they still have enough bodies to get through that all they care about is the postseason. Tommy Edman, in a way, is that on the offensive side. Like the contract they gave him, if he's on another baseball team and he is your 2nd or 3rd highest hitter, and he has a year like he had this year, your lineup could not be the lineup you want. Tommy Edman made 2 amazing throws today that if you don't have Tommy Edman there, you could have lost this game in 9.
The second one was, so I have it here, that was the top 10th. Lucas doubles down the line to Teoscar. Yeah. Teoscar comes up throwing. It's Davis Schneider who's in it.
Running for Ty France.
Running for Ty France. He just got in the game.
Yeah.
So he's trying to go first to home.
And not necessarily a speedster, but he's faster than Ty France.
Yes. Teoscar throws plays a carom correctly, bare hands it, throws a strike to Tommy. Tommy catches it, moves his feet in stride, throws to Will Smith, nails Schneider home. They tried to challenge and say that Will Smith blocked the plate, ended up saying no, he's out at home. That was also a great play.
Felt like he was going to be out by a little bit, but we've questioned relays, and Teoscar kind of got by Vladdy on that. Like, Vladdy shouldn't have scored on that one before, but this time he hits Tommy Edman, and they had him dead to rights. I'm trying to think. The other decision in sending Davis Schneider there is that they would walk Vladdy.
Yeah, people were saying, oh, Vladdy was on deck. They're just going to walk him.
They would walk him,
IKF.
and now IKF's in the game. So, again, that decision from before that we didn't fully question. You had the lead. You put in your better defensive guy. Bo's been hurt. But, again, there's a ripple effect there that they couldn't have anticipated for an 18-inning game. But as we sit here, you can now be like, well, I don't know. Maybe that's something you have to think about going forward, that did you think a one-run lead would necessarily hold up against this team, especially when there's one guy's a superhuman?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, look, Springer coming out of the game hurt their bench. They don't have a great offensive bench, especially with the lineup they started tonight. That's more of a defensive replacement bench.
Yes.
There's no bangers off the bench. There's really not a lot of speed off the bench either. So it really, truly is. You have Ty France, who's there like in case of emergency.
Yeah, and I guess that's the only one that you could. Okay, we're questioning all of them, but we're saying if we should question them. If you know there's a situation where you could have to pinch run for Ty France, should you just have put Davis Schneider in that spot?
Yes.
That would be another counter. Because, dude, they were just Toronto's innings in extra innings were kind of like, as a Dodger fan, obviously you were scared the whole time because you think that next pitch is going to be the next pitch, but I mean, there wasn't a lot going on, and the names coming up, and like, it's not to be rude to these guys, but Ty France wasn't on the last playoff roster, right? Like,
one of them he was. I don't know if he was on the ALCS or not.
Like, Tyler Heineman has hopped around.
He's just the backup catcher.
Right.
Yeah. Thought he was going to get it done all night tonight. Did not happen.
I know. He's your guy.
This is what I think we need to do.
Okay.
I'm going to shout out every reliever that pitched.
Okay.
Because like we got to give them some credit.
Okay.
It went Glasnow to Bonda to Wroblewski to Treinen to Dreyer to Sasaki to Sheehan to Kershaw.
Oh my God.
That was electric, by the way. A huge. Okay, let's talk about that real quick. Again, vibe in the stadium. When a guy like Clayton Kershaw typically comes in a game, you expect massive cheers. This is a living legend.
Yeah.
The vibe in the stadium was like, oh my gosh, nerves, excitement. They were scared. Everything. It was a very strange vibe when he came in. But he comes in, a couple foul balls, ends up throwing 8 pitches, gets the out, gets Lucas out, and then the place erupted. That was really cool to see. Then Henriquez comes in.
I want to say something on Kershaw first, because something you mentioned about the pop. There was an initial okay, and then you're right. It was like weird murmuring. Again, this is some Jake analytics. He came out of the bullpen too quickly. Like, I went to get my phone out to get like Kershaw running in, and he was already at the umpire.
Oh, he doesn't like the hoopla, bro.
I know, but that was a hoopla moment. Like, that's what you're saying.
That.
But that was part of the reason the pop wasn't that, because like the crowd didn't have the chance for him to run out.
You wanted him to Rick Vaughn it, just step out, put the glasses on?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Isn't that what we all wanted? And we all wanted a Corona. We had a couple. I had one. We toured the stadium. Man, both teams are in Corona mode right now. Yeah. All 3 teams. We're in Corona mode too. Because Corona, they're with us from preseason. It's spring training. How do I do that almost every time. To game 1 of the season, the All-Star break. We had a few Coronas there.
Yeah.
And now in the offs, it's Corona season, and whether your team is on top of the mountain or licking their wounds, there's no better time to get yourself a Corona. Put in the lime and spend your postseason like you're on La Playa. Corona La Playa awaits the official cerveza of MLB. Get yours at ordercorona.com. 21 plus, relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
I have so much stuff I want to talk about. I
Good.
feel like we're all over the place.
Keep going on the pictures for a
We
little
have no
bit. We had a good
laptops.
thing.
It's
I know.
an interesting show. Thank you guys. We're excited to be here. It's also 12:45 at night. Okay, so then after that, it was Enriquez who, like, where's this guy been? We've seen him pitch a little bit, but, like, he looks like he should be a high leverage guy. He throws 2 innings pitch, then Klein comes in, and what does he end up throwing? How many pitches? I have it right here.
A heroic performance.
72 earmuffs, motherfucking pitches out of this guy. I need to know what his previous career high was. I don't have it in front of me. It wasn't 72.
No.
So gutsy performance. I don't care who's in the other lineup. For him to come out and do that and save Yamamoto from having to come in the freaking game.
Yeah.
Which is like we had heard that on the broadcast, John Smoltz somehow thought they were going to come out. Maybe it wasn't John Smoltz. Could have been Tom Verducci. Said that there was going to be a position player that was going to pitch, and I was going to be very upset if that happened. Then Yamamoto, because he's awesome, volunteered.
Right.
Clean the trash up, volunteered to pitch 2 days after you threw a complete game, by the way. That was the Dodgers pitchers. The Blue Jays also emptied their pen. It went Scherzer to Fluharty, to Varlin, to Dominguez, to Bassett. Should have went more than 1 inning, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
To Hoffman, who threw 2. To Braden Fisher. To Lauer, who just gave everything he had. 4 2/3, no runs, only 2 hits. Unbelievable. And then Brendan Little at the end ends up taking the L. But, I mean, each team emptied every single player on their bench and their bullpen except for Ben Mortvedt. I think it was the only guy that didn't. Oh, and Dean.
Yeah.
And Dean. Those
How
2
about
guys
that?
for the Dodgers, yeah.
Good for
Insane.
them. Live note from Dahl. Klein has never thrown more than 45 pitches
There we go.
at any level of professional baseball. And here he was in the World Series. So that's an effort.
By the way, he throws 100.
Yeah, I think that's the other important thing. And I don't want to velo shame because, like, dude, Lauer fought out there tonight. And that's obviously not his game, but he did everything. He got them through so much of this game. But it was another Dodgers head tilt moment where we've talked a lot about this bullpen. And obviously, like, Blake Trinan has had an amazing career, but he's clearly not at tip-top. They thought Emmett Sheehan was going to be the guy, but he hasn't been the guy. But this is where the Dodgers, they tapped into another level of, Enriquez. Like, I did a Wake and Jake episode before the season that was the potential young guy on playoff teams that you don't know that you could find out about in the postseason. Like, we had Evan Carter a few years ago. Who was it? McClanahan, when he was on the Rays, he made his debut in the postseason. So the Dodgers were tough because we know everybody on the Dodgers. He was the only guy that I was like, wait, this cat throws 102 and we're talking about bullpen problems? Here he was on the big stage, and that 102 played. And I don't know if it's rest. I don't know if some people get focused in that moment and you can kind of find out who people are. I don't know if all the bats went dead from pressure because this game's so huge. Like, we haven't even talked about the true magnitude of this game. If the Blue Jays won one more game, they guarantee they're going back to Toronto.
Yeah.
They don't have that currently. Both teams just crushed themselves. The best player in the world is supposed to pitch tomorrow for them. I don't know if I'm still even ready for there yet. But, dude, like, Will Klein, he's got 100 in the chamber. Enriquez, he's got 100 in the chamber. Kershaw's got 85 that cuts.
I have 2 things before we get to the Freddie Homer, and then we'll probably wrap it up. Number 1, maybe I just have 1 thing because I can't remember the other thing. Number 1, Andy Pages. I don't know if we're going to play anymore, but I have, like, screenshots of how far back Ernie Clement was playing. He's playing no doubles. And you're hitting in front of Shohei Ohtani, and they're walking him every single time because there's an open base. They probably would have done it anyway, but this is before they started walking him. The bunt is there, and you're hitting 089 with a 128 on base percentage. Like, you got to give it a chance. I don't know if you've ever bunted. I think I've seen him bunt. Actually, I've seen him bunt. I've seen him do it during the regular season. Why aren't we trying that right now? It was driving me insane during the game. And, whatever. Call me old or whatever.
Yeah.
It's still a play, dude. When you're struggling like that, just here, that's all. Andy Paz, if you're watching this show tonight, maybe you're watching it right now.
Ernie Clement was playing deep.
Deep. He's playing no doubles.
Ernie Clement was playing deep.
That was crazy to me. I don't remember the last other part that I want to talk about.
That's good. That's good. Noted.
No, I don't.
Tyler Glasnow had not allowed a homer on his curveball in the last 589 curves until Alejandro Kirk got him. Is that what you wanted?
Vladdy almost. I'm watching.
Is that the same
There's
game?
a TV over here. They just showed the Vladdy play. He almost did the splits on his throw.
Those two throws at third were really good baseball plays that really good baseball players made, and that's kind of the. When I was watching this game, and I think it goes back to Tommy Edman and Enriquez, and I'll lose some people on this one. It used to be the beauty of college football bowl games for me, that college football bowl games used to be cool because you'd show up and here'd be a team. The fifth team from the ACC would play the sixth team from the Big Ten, and you'd be like, oh yeah, these teams don't know each other that well. Here's this kick returner that has the school record in kick returns, and it's like, look at his party trick. And there was so many different people with party tricks on the field today. Dude, the way Mookie Betts played defense tonight, where does that get mentioned among everything? Because he made a lot of impact plays.
He did.
And that didn't even make the notes. That's just me watching.
You reminded me of what I wanted to say.
Perfect.
We got the Shohei walk brigade at the end of the game. Does that just continue?
Kind of.
It kind of, in any situation that isn't bases loaded, or I think bases loaded might be the only situation that it doesn't have. Maybe first and second
Well,
as well.
we saw him get pitched to.
Yes. No, they didn't pitch to him. They freaking threw every ball in the dirt.
Spiked four curves.
So if you're John Schneider, I think you just do it. I hate to see it, but if you're managing and that's an option, don't let this guy win the game for you. And you can tell Mookie Betts hates it.
Yeah.
He's visibly frustrated. You want to be up in those situations, but not 4 times in a row.
Yeah.
At some point, you feel disrespected. And I think you can see it in his eyes. I don't know.
How about Miggy Rojas pinch hit bunt?
Oh my gosh.
That got you going a little bit, huh?
I mean, Lauer did he threw a great pitch up and in, and Miggy still got it down.
Perfectly.
Yeah.
Perfectly. My God.
Let's get to the Freddie homer.
I love Roki. Let's get to the Freddie homer then. How about that?
How about it?
How about that?
3-2 pitch. Brendan Little comes in.
What a fucking legend, man.
Legend. The place was going nuts.
This wasn't a shot fired. I was also too slow on the draw. The chance of Freddie in the hallways was pretty sick. It's a great name to chant. Freddie. Mm-hmm. The chant of that through Dodger Stadium, people turned into savages. People had to get out of here. People were losing their mind. It's a school night. When we were coming up here to record, it was kind of every man for themselves for a little bit. But there was a nice Freddie chant going on.
Producer Rob at the end of the game went full sling blade on us and was dipping his fries in mustard.
That was gnarly. Hey, rules were out. You know what we haven't talked about yet? I had one of the biggest chicken sandwiches I've ever seen in the 11th inning.
And
where'd I even get that?
And everybody looked at you and
I thought, yeah.
There was people that looked like they wanted to slit his throat and take his sandwich because they were hungry and he found the sandwich.
It was literally no. Hey, shout out to all the people that were working the food and drink stations because, again, we turned into a different society. It was a weird mix of survival meets, for most people watching their favorite team, not in a do or die game, but a game that significantly dictates the future of this series. I mean, if Toronto won tonight, we turn on the microphones and we're like, dude, they're going back to Toronto. I would probably say something like, if they win one of the next 2, that's a bonus. You would chime back at that because you're like, I don't know, if they're 2 baseball games, go win them, win the series in 5. Instead, let's be honest, man, after that Game 2 Yamamoto shutout, after 18 innings tonight, the conversation the honest conversation, and Blue Jay fans, I'm sorry, it's like, is Toronto going to get this back to Toronto? And I don't know.
I don't believe that.
I don't know.
Oh, they were so close to winning this game. There were so many
know.
times they could have won this game. I think they got injured and pinch ran to death, essentially. Like, that's not going to happen tomorrow. We're not going to play 18 innings tomorrow. At least I don't think we are. We might.
Well.
So I don't believe that at all. I think Toronto matches up very well with this team. But the Dodgers, they didn't do anything special tonight.
No.
Shohei did, and guess what they started to do? Walk him. So
He got on 9 times.
He got on 9 times. That's insane. I think Toronto's obviously upset they lost this game, but I think they're still in the series very much so. And I think we should call this a wrap because people are trying to clean up this sweep, and we're stopping them.
Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna do one last sweep through here to see if there's any notes we
Okay.
missed. We'll tee up tomorrow a little bit, and it's all brought to you by Best Western, the good people at Best Western. They've also been with us all season. We went to opening at Wrigley. We stayed at the Best Western. The first pitch series we got iced did. Best Western was involved in that, and that's because Best Western's everywhere. Everywhere. I've been looking at a vacation after the season, and everywhere I look, there's Best Western there.
Really?
Hey guys, Jake Storielli, Chomboy Media, huh? And they're like, please just get the room traditionally through the website because they have that, and they have over 4,000 hotels, people. So wherever you're going, there's a Best Western. Whether you're the kind of person that likes to plan it out or you're just on the go, there's going to be a Best Western there. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at bestwestern.com. Oh, I see. Best Western's great if you have a late arrival. Well, maybe I have that right now. Me and Rob. I don't know if we're sleeping tonight. Tough. Tomorrow is Bieber.
And Shohei.
Going to need innings from both of them. And, hey, I guess the bonus thing to track on Shohei, besides everything he does, they had checked him for cramps mid-game. And that was...
nobody knew what was going on. Or like we
You were
did.
freaked out.
Yeah, because he was stretching. Then Dave Roberts comes out. He's stretching. I'm like, okay, cramps. But sometimes you feel something pull. You try to stretch it out. It's the first thing you try to do. If it's a calf pull, you try to stretch it out. A hamstring, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he just busts off into a sprint into center field.
I'll tell you what.
Fuck yeah.
When, add this to Shohei's accomplishment list. Whenever a team trainer and coach come out to check on a player to see if they're good, and they do the jog, that was the fastest one I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh.
He's kind of showboating.
Burst.
That was kind of sick. I'm not saying it in a bad way at all.
Jake,
The guy's a freak.
we're gonna say to our grandkids, yeah, we went to a World Series game that was 18 innings long. Shohei Ohtani got on base 9 times, and they're gonna say, "Shut up, Grandpa.
Yeah.
You are senile."
Grandpa.
We really did though.
Gramp,
kids.
that game seems like it stunk.
Yeah, Gramps,
And
you're
by the way,
lying.
hey, I think baseball got a lot of fans tonight. Baseball lost a couple. The guy sitting next to me, my God, that guy was losing it.
He wanted Andres Gimenez to get sent down to AAA. Like the guy won a platinum glove, he's making $150 million.
He was this older man that he was fading hard. He was fading hard, and I get it.
Early on,
Jimenez,
he was rocking to Led Zeppelin a lot, and then by the end of the game,
Jimenez fouled the ball off his foot, and he goes, "What minor league BS is that? Send him down." And you chimed back. You're like, "He's making $150 million. He's a platinum glover. He's not getting sent down." And the guy was just like, "Hi, maybe." There was some rowdiness in the crowd. Shohei was the first player to reach base 7, 8, or 9 times in a World Series game. God, only the second player to be intentionally walked with the bases loaded in a World Series. Albert Pujols.
wait, they intentionally walked him with the bases loaded?
Bases empty.
Oh, I was gonna say,
Bases
what?
empty. But still, like they don't do that to guys.
They're gonna start doing that.
I know.
Yeah.
And yeah, I know we said it at the top and we said it at the end, but Freddie Freeman, man, he hit the walk-off grand slam against my Yankees last year. He hits another World Series walk-off homer.
Yep.
And yeah, it's I don't know if you want to have your Dodgers dark lost thoughts. Again, you can go through the list. Like Mookie was in Boston, they could have kept him, they didn't. Freddie wanted to stay in Atlanta, they didn't. Teoscar, I don't have him normally on my list of those names. I normally jump to Snell. Teoscar's first free agency was what, 1 for 23?
Yeah, they gave it to him here, yeah.
And I know when he re-signed, he wanted to come back here, and everyone wants to be in LA. It's a beautiful place. The weather was nice today.
It's awesome.
It's great
It's
to see
awesome.
you. We had a nice Italian lunch today.
We did, didn't we?
How about that? That was today. That I don't know. This team, they went out and got guys in every different fashion. They look great. And you are right. I'm glad you called me out a little bit because if Toronto wins tomorrow, we say we're in tune.
It's 2-2, and it's a 3-game set.
For an all-time World Series. I don't know. The Springer injury is in my head a lot.
100%.
Shohei being on the bump tomorrow is in my head a lot. The ripple effect of how this game has to feel and just how I believe in Shohei, like I don't know. I'm in my head about
Whose
that.
bullpen's in worse shape?
Right? That's the other game I want to play.
Chris Bassett still can throw tomorrow. He only threw 1 inning. He can give you multiple. Roki, I think, might. I mean, he's 1 at the most. There's no multiple innings coming from Roki tomorrow. It wouldn't shock me if they tried to keep him out of the game altogether. Jeff Hoffman threw 2 tonight. That's going to be tough for him to come back. Like, again, 1 at the most.
So Dodgers pitchers that threw less than 28 pitches tonight: Banda, Trinan, Dreyer, Kershaw.
And you don't want any of those guys in the game.
It's one way to look at it.
I mean,
Toronto.
no shots fired. I'm just saying where we're at.
Toronto guys, 27 or less, flew Hardy, Varland, Dominguez, Bassett, Fisher.
So they're in a little bit better spot.
They're in a slightly better spot, but the Dodgers lineup is still...
Without Springer, I don't know. Look, Clement didn't do anything tonight, really.
Yeah.
He's a guy.
He'd been a cheat code throughout these playoffs, and he wasn't there. Vladdy's final stat line isn't that crazy
2
from
for
this,
7.
but again, like you didn't have to pitch to him or Lucas. It just felt like throughout all the extra
That'll
innings.
be totally different tomorrow.
It was for Toronto. It was you have to dodge 2 guys basically, and for the Dodgers, it was there's like 4 guys you have to be hyper careful with. One is superhuman, and the Mookie Betts thing is insane. And you were on it, man. You were like, dude, this has to be fucking weird for Mookie.
Very weird for Mookie.
Normally, he's the intentionally walk guy.
Yes.
And now every at-bat? Bizarre. Guys, we are going to wrap it up. Thank you so much. Thank you to the people with Dodgers and MLB PR that helped us do this. Rob Scirocco, Bobby Golfs, MVP.
Jake sucks. I think I hit it. Jake sucks.
Damn it. And thank you guys so much. Make sure you share with a friend. Make all this worth it. You guys already do. It was a pretty incredible game. We love you guys. Go baseball.
Touchy.
Tasteful hand stuff.
Thruple next to us.
Oh, we should talk about them. We had it all wrong.
There really was, though.
Yeah.
Like, we're being serious.
We're interested.
Yeah, we need to find out.
Reach out.